And the excitement actually started here a couple months ago when William told me that we were going to be flying this tower section in with a Black Hawk helicopter.
She ain't going nowhere.
But we ended up having to push it back due to lightning, so it got pushed back a month. Now we're in the middle of July, and we don't know what helicopter we're getting. It's either going to be a Huey or a Black Hawk, and hopefully, everything goes as planned and everybody stays safe.
You got space back there?
Oh yeah. Dude, the back seat in this thing is
it's pretty huge. Want to step in on the left?
do the same.
The words I used for yellow pine last night was "the horses just left." I think that was the exact words I used.
There's no McDonald's here. There's no legit restaurant, you know, like what they have in the menu is what you get, like, and that's if you get there early. I mean, when we went to have dinner yesterday, we got here around 6. She gave us the menu, and she told you what she had. Like, I have 5 specials today. That's it. Like, all right. So you basically you eat what you have here. So they have a menu, but there's only one thing in the menu.
Hillpine though, it was kind of wild. You know, a couple of bright white trucks with silver boxes, really nice looking trucks and a really nice trailer and everything roll into town. And it was like they hadn't seen people, it seemed like. They were just like, what are you guys doing here? Awesome. Yeah, we're gonna call it Yellow Pine French Press. If you don't like it, you can find it somewhere else. Because if you go and take a video of what's in that coffee pot, you ain't gonna like it.
Yeah, I thought he'd be over there.
We call this Truck 27, Vehicle of the Rising Sun. Sweet. Are you sure I'm the person you want?
Oh, 100%.
I'm Andrew, and I'm one of our tower foremen that we've got. I got lucky enough to get chosen to come out here to pretty much the middle of Idaho. The closest actual town is 3 hours away. The closest restaurant is about an hour away. So that's how far out here we are. And we're out here on the stibnite mine, and they need us to do some tower reinforcement on one of their towers. So we're going to be doing that today. That may lead into tomorrow, and then on Monday, so 2 days from now, we're going to be picking that tower section with a helicopter, and I believe Ben, Marco, and I are going to land it on the tower and tighten it up.
In the town on the hill where the apples grow, the church bells ring every hour or so. I took a little walk just to see the ships coming in. The sun rose up right above the highway. Black, blue, red, yellow, golden skyway. It's like the day that you jump into it. I can't go back down to that water again. These old muddy shoes keep on walking streets. Someone's bride buying Egyptian sheets. The window display of some little store in town.
2 of these guys, and then 2 legs will get 2 drilled holes, and then one leg will get a solo hole.
So we're up here, structural upgrade on the west end tower, new anchor rods for the base of the tower here, and then adding a 20-foot section over on the cinnabar tower with the helicopter.
The tower needed reinforcement, anchor rod reinforcement, and so what we did was we drilled into the concrete about 14 inches deep, 1.25 inch holes, pretty big holes. Took quite some time. A few of those we ran into either rebar in the concrete, or we found the template plate and we had to drill through probably 1/4 inch thick steel, which a few of those holes ended up taking multiple hours of leaning over a rotor hammer, pressing pretty hard.
You know, I heard about the job, and you know, in the back of my mind it was just kind of like, well, you know, it'd be really cool to go ride in a helicopter and be part of this project. Just, it's so remote and there's so much difference out here in comparison. And
So I actually walked in as they were talking about doing a helicopter job. I'm like, hey, I don't know what it is, but I heard a helicopter job, I want in.
Funny story is, been having some issues with guys filling out T-sheets accurately, their time card. It's one of the simplest things that they can do, and yet some people overlook it. And when this project came to light, I knew everyone would be pretty excited to do it, at least a lot of people would be, and so I made an incentive if people start doing their time card accurately for over a year, or until the project came, that they would be a candidate to go on this project and enjoy it. And you know, just good work ethic, and that's how the crew got picked.
This helicopter job, it's been in the works essentially for a little over a year, and I made a pretty big deal that I wanted to go and do this because I think I'm one of the only guys here, actually like a foreman, that hasn't stacked a tower. And I figured if I was going to stack my first tower, I might as well do it with a helicopter. So I made a pretty big deal about making sure I got on this job.
It's gonna be pretty crucial. With the helicopter job, it's gonna be pretty dangerous because it's not like a crane where you can just tell them to stop 3 inches before you land it on the top of that tower. I mean, this helicopter is gonna be swaying.
So they choose the helicopter over the load. So if anything were to happen, obviously I'm assuming he would try to get it away from us before he dropped the load, but he would have to drop the load on the mountain if anything happened with the helicopter.
We're gonna be fighting this thing, so it's gonna be pretty crucial, and you have to be super precise, and any gust of wind can affect the motion of the tower.
Don't know. We'll get all this information more than likely tomorrow, who's rigging, who's doing all that. But essentially, it'll go safety meeting with everybody on the mine, safety meeting with helicopter, safety meeting with Legacy, and then we're gonna get flown to the site and be deployed, let everybody know when we're ready. They'll rig the tower, fly it out to us. We'll set the tower section. We gotta hang a chunk of cable ladder on it, and then they'll fly back out, pick us up, and bring us home.
And all I could hear was like that coming in. And
I
me
think
talking
it was
to the fucking,
because you were on the radio, so
Yeah.
you had the more.
I had no
responsibility.
voice, like no noise other than just what I was saying to the.
Yeah, I could only hear you guys, all three
And
of
I
us
kept-
yelling at each other.
kept doing
I'm
this,
like, I think we
and
got
then
the
it would
thing on
fucking
the
come in
wrong
hot,
way.
and I was like stopping, hoping that you know, like that meant that he was gonna stop there. Damn.
It was breezy when he came in.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it was.
Fuck yeah.
Well, dude,
was
it's
pretty
you
breezy.
hit
Even
20
he
feet.
said that. Even he said it was a little.
After I
breezy.
cut him and he took off, he was like, "That was a little gustier than normal."
I'll look over Geshkin. Geshkin's doing this.
I'm just trying to make it as clear as possible, but that was pretty much mud, I think.
He set it down one tower leg off, and I was like, that ain't gonna work. And then we had to pick it all up, and then he went up too high to where we couldn't reach it, and then he had to come back down, and then we spun it, and then we were handing tag lines, and yeah.
We just ended up grabbing the bottom of the tower section and just swap and then pull. There we go.
That was so cool. Man. It was gonna go like that, but like
Not that fucking fast.
the order of we had to be on top of each step the whole way through that. I'm mad that we didn't get the Black Hawk. It would have been super cool, but I'm not mad. I think it was an hour and a half from when we jumped in the helicopter to when we got out of the helicopter on the ground.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
That's money. Sometimes if you want to make big boy money, you got to come out here and do some big boy stuff.
We're out here separating the men from the boys, dude. How about you guys, bet? We're going home, baby. On to the next one. Oh yeah, Team Legacy, baby.